So good morning, class 11C. We are now doing the basic accounting terms. The next term that we will talk about is trade receivables. TRADE, trade receivables. RECEIVABLES, trade receivables. Now I told you in the beginning, sometimes we do cash sales, sometimes we sell goods on credit. So when we sell goods on credit या जब हम उधार पर सामान बेचते हैं, what happens? The payment is not received immediately, but the payment is received later on. So who are trade receivables? Those from whom the business has to receive money. Those whom you have made the credit sales and they will pay you back the money. Those are called as trade receivables. There can be different types of trade receivables. Write down examples. Debtors, 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 comma, other trade receivables. Other trade receivables. So who are these trade receivables? If you make credit sales, if you make credit sales, if you make means if the business makes credit sales, they will receive the money after some time. They will receive the money after some time. Full stop. So those from whom the business has to receive money, those from whom the business has to receive money are called as trade receivables. It is an asset for the business. It appears on the asset side of balance sheet. It is an asset. In the bracket you can also write it is an income for the business. Got it? What are trade receivables? ये वो amount होता है जो हमने किसी को credit पर sales करी है उससे receive होना. Okay, for example, you made credit sales of rupees 5 lakhs to A. So A will be called your debtor. Fine. A will be called your debtor. DEBTOR. And this 5 lakh rupees will appear on the asset side. Asset side of your balance sheet. There are two sides of the balance sheet. Like I told you, liability side and asset side. Liability means what you have to pay. And asset, what is yours, what belongs to the business. So debtors, trade receivables, all these are the assets of the business and they appear on the asset side of the balance sheet. Children, got it? What are trade receivables? From whom you have to receive money. Okay, from whom you have to receive money. Now next point, trade payables. Trade, PAYABLES, trade payables. PAYABLES. Now, like you make credit sales, similarly, you must also be purchasing something from someone on credit. Is it possible or not? It is possible that I purchase something and I will tell him I will pay you after 2 months. So the person also agrees. In that case, he is your creditor, right? Because you have to pay him. So trade payable means when the business has to pay somebody. When the business has to pay someone, when the business has to pay someone for the credit purchases, for example, for the credit purchases, it is called as trade payables. It is called as trade payables. PAYABLES, payables. Now like receivables have debtors, what will payables have? Payables will have creditors. Payables will have creditors. Okay, and like debtors appear on the asset side, so on which side you think creditors will appear or trade payables will appear? They will appear on the liability side, because it is a liability on the business to pay back the money. So trade payables include creditors and other payables of the business to whom we have to pay back the money. All right. So trade payables, they appear on the liability side. Write down, they appear on the liability side. It is the responsibility of the business to pay off its trade creditors, to pay off its trade payables. I'm sorry, not trade creditors, to pay off its trade payables. Getting the difference between receivables and payables? Trade receivables, we will receive money from them, and trade payables, we will pay money to them. Trade receivables includes whom? They include debtors, debtors, and trade payables, they include whom? They include the, yes, come on, अगर receivables में debtors होते हैं तो payables में कौन होते हैं? Who are there? There are the, yes, there are creditors. Fine. Now receivables appear on the asset side and payables will appear on the liability side. So trade receivables and trade payables, they are opposite to each other. Receivables include debtors and other receivables जिनसे हमें पैसा लेना है, from whom the business has to receive the money. And who are trade payables? To whom we have to pay, to whom the business has to pay something. Getting it clear? Trade receivables and trade payables?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, let's move forward. Cost. What is cost? The amount of expense incurred is called the cost of something. Okay? What is the cost means? उसको हमने कितने पैसे में manufacture किया है, is its cost. And when you add profit also, then it becomes the selling price. Okay, you manufacture this pen for 5 rupees. Will you sell it at 5 rupees only, or would you like to sell it at 7 rupees?
7.
Because if you sell it at 5 rupees, what will be the profit that you will get? So cost means at what cost, at what expense have you created this pen. So cost means the cost of manufacturing is cost. The cost of manufacturing something, the cost of making something is the cost. And when profit is also added to it, it becomes the selling price. Okay? Next, voucher. I told you, when we do journal entries, remember I told you in bookkeeping, the first step is to record every transaction from the receipts. What are those receipts? Those pieces of paper. Those are called as vouchers. What do we call those pieces of paper from which we take down the entry? Those are called as vouchers. Okay, so you can write the evidence of a transaction on a paper. For easier language, you can write the evidence of a transaction on a paper or a receipt. RECEIPT, receipt, किसी भी transaction की that this has happened in the business, that is called a voucher, a paper. Have you ever seen a voucher? What is your fee receipt? That paper which you get from the office window. It has a stamp, Cathedral School, and above the details are mentioned. Admission number this has paid the fees for July and August. What is that piece of paper? That is a, what is that? Yes, that is a receipt. That is a proof on paper. So that is called a voucher. So voucher we may. What have you written? Just tell me the complete statement.
The evidence of the transaction on the paper of receipt
or a receipt is called a voucher. ये एक सबूत होता है, ये एक evidence होता है that yes, the transaction is made. For example, if you have to return goods, when you go to the shopkeeper, you go to Max or you go to Big Bazaar, what will they ask you?
bill.
Where is the bill? They will ask you where is the paper bill. Or sometimes when the receipt is brought on WhatsApp also, sometimes they say please show me the message. है ना? What is that? that paper or that message is a bill or a voucher or a proof that the transaction was made. So getting it, what is a voucher? और इन वाउचर के बेसिस पर हम on the basis of these vouchers we do the journal entries. All right children. Next, discount. Everybody is interested. Discount, the reduction in cost of sales, the reduction in selling price, or you write it simply, the reduction in selling price is called discount. When we reduce the price, it is called discount, right? Write down. Discount can be of two types. Basically three, because the other one is rebate. Discount can be of three types. यहीं पर लिख लो. Trade discount, TRADE. Trade discount, cash discount, and the third one is rebate. However, rebate is written as a separate topic in your book, but because it is a kind of discount only, so you write it here. Trade discount, cash discount, rebate. Write down three examples so that it becomes clear to you. X sold goods to Y. X sold goods to Y worth rupees 3 lakh. X sold goods to Y worth rupees 3 lakhs on 12th July 2021. X sold goods to Y on 12th July worth rupees 3 lakhs. Written? Everyone has written this?
Yes, ma'am.
Now write down case 1. CASE. Case 1. Trade discount. On 12th July, Y made cash payment. Y made, MADE. Y made cash payment. Full stop. X allowed Y to pay rupees 2,80,000 in cash. To pay 2,80,000 in cash. Now what is the difference? 3 lakh minus 2,80,000.
20,000.
Okay, now write down in the next line. This 3 lakh minus 2,80,000 equals to 20,000 जो उसने नहीं पे करे. This is called trade discount. 3 lakh minus 2,80,000 equals to 20,000. This 20,000 is trade discount. So what is trade discount? The discount which is made immediately at the time of cash payment, जो same date पर हम allow करते हैं, minus करते हैं in the selling price when we subtract. You took goods worth rupees 3 lakh, you are making payment on the same day, please do some discount. No? Do we say this to the shopkeeper? This price, this is too much, please give me at some lesser price. So he immediately subtracts some 200-300 rupees and says okay, you pay this much. So this is called trade discount. The discount given immediately at the time of cash payment. The discount given immediately at the time of cash payment is trade discount. Have you understood the first case?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Case 2. X sold goods to Y. Same question है, same example है. X sold goods to Y on credit. and kept a condition that he should pay within 3 months. आप ये 3 लाख रुपीज विद इन 3 months पे कर दीजिएगा, that pay this within 3 months. However, after 3 months, full stop. I hope everyone is writing.
Yes, ma'am.
Full stop. However, if Y makes payment before 3 months, he will be allowed to pay rupees 2,95,000. He will pay rupees 2,95,000. Now write in the next line. Y made payment after 2 months. उसने 3 months से पहले दे दिया. Y made payment after 2 months and received a cash discount of rupees 5,000 and received a cash discount of rupees 5,000 and Y paid rupees 2,95,000 to X, and Y paid rupees 2,95,000 to X. Now, like trade discount is paid in the case of cash payment, cash discount is given in the case of credit payment. जब क्रेडिट पर गुड्स लेते हैं तो एक कंडीशन अप्लाई करते हैं दैट यू हैव टू पे विद इन 3 months और पे विद इन 2 months. लेकिन वो जो टर्म हमें दिया गया है, इफ़ यू पे इवन बिफोर दैट, हम 3 months से पहले ही हमने अपना अमाउंट पे कर दिया, सो देर इज अ सर्टन डिस्काउंट विच इज गिवन टू यू. सो दिस टाइप ऑफ डिस्काउंट इज कॉल्ड एज कैश डिस्काउंट फॉर मेकिंग पेमेंट बिफोर टाइम. Are you getting what is cash discount? हाँ, so trade discount is clear. On the same day cash payment के time पे जो हम reduced amount pay करते हैं, that is a trade discount during cash sales. Now credit sales के time पे हम cash discount receive कर सकते हैं. How? If the allowed time period is there and you pay before it. Now what is rebate? Third point, case 3. X sold inferior or old-fashioned goods to Y. X sold inferior. I hope you understand what is inferior. Poor quality. X sold inferior goods to Y. Worth rupees 3 lakh. At a rebate of 50,000. At a rebate. REBATE. At a rebate. Underline the word rebate because separately we will not discuss as a point. It is included here. At a rebate of 50,000. Full stop. Y pays rupees 2,50,000 to X. Y pays rupees 2,50,000 to X and enjoys a rebate of. Y paid rupees 2,50,000 to X and enjoys, ENJOYS, enjoys a rebate of 50,000. So sometimes when the goods are of poor quality or they are old fashioned or they are not up to the mark, nobody will pay the actual price for them. They will say, this is defective, give it to me at a lesser cost. So ये जो defective goods होते हैं, poor goods होते हैं, जो sale में use होते हैं. You remember the term end of season sale? What is this clearance sale, end of season sale? इसमें जो purchase price से reduce हो जाता है, और सॉरी सेलिंग प्राइस से रिड्यूस हो जाता है अमाउंट, दिस इज द रिबेट. दिस एंड ऑफ सीजन सेल का जो रिड्यूस्ड अमाउंट होता है 50% ऑफ, 70%, वेयर इज दिस 70% गोज? दिस इज द रिबेट. Getting the difference between trade discount, cash discount and rebate, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So trade discount is paid at the time of cash payment. जब Y ने X को पूरे पैसे दे दिए, 20,000 का ट्रेड डिस्काउंट एंजॉय किया. कैश डिस्काउंट क्रेडिट सेल्स पर होता है, बट व्हेन यू मेक पेमेंट बिफोर टाइम देन यू एंजॉय some cash discount. The third one is rebate. When you buy goods of inferior quality, you may buy them at a lesser price, and this reduced amount is the rebate amount. Got it? All three? Fine. Let's move forward. Bad debts. BAD, bad. DEBTS. Bad debts. Bad debts. DEBTS. Bad debts. Can you tell me who are debtors? I told you just now. Who are debtors? हाँ, जिसको हमने क्रेडिट पर सामान सेल किया है, जिससे हमें पैसा वापस लेना है. whom we have to receive money. Now, do you guarantee that everybody जिसको भी उधार पे सामान बेचा है वो सब हमें पेमेंट कर देंगे? It is not possible also. So, the amount of debtors is sometimes not fully realized. And whatever amount is not realized from debtors, that is called as bad debts. Write down. The amount not realized from debtors. Realized means received. The amount which is not realized from debtors is called bad debts. It is a loss for the business. For example, again, X sold goods to Y on credit. X sold goods to Y on credit. Y, full stop. Y is a debtor of rupees 3 lakhs. Y ने 3 लाख रुपीस के गुड्स उधार पर लिए, Y 3 लाख रुपीस से डेटर है. At the time of payment, Y could make payment of only rupees 2,50,000. At the time of payment, Y could pay only rupees 2,50,000. Therefore, the unpaid 50,000 rupees will be called as a bad debt. Will be called as a bad debt for the business. It will be called as a bad debt for the business. It is recorded on the debit side of PL account, profit and loss account. It is recorded on the debit side of PL account, because on the debit side we write all the expenses and all the losses. So this bad debt amount is the amount lost. We cannot realize. Getting it? What is bad debt? A debtor which turned bad and he did not pay is called a bad debt. Getting it, children? What is a bad debt? The amount which remains unrealized. Debtors जितने भी थे उसमें से जितना पैसा हमें नहीं रिसीव हो पाया will be called as a bad debt. If you respond, then only I will move forward. Have you understood what are debtors and what is a bad debt?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, let's move ahead. Somebody is asking something. Yes.
But bad debts can convert into big losses also.
Yes, of course. Sometimes bad debts become so much that you have to create a provision for it also. हमें पहले से ही पता होता है कि कुछ debtors तो bad debts में ज़रूर convert हो जाएंगे. So in the coming chapters जब आप final accounts पढ़ेंगे, हम provision for bad debts भी बनाते हैं. हम पहले से ही profit का कुछ portion provisions में रखते जाते हैं ताकि अगर bad debts create हो जाएं तो हम उन्हें compensate कर सकें. Bad debts can be a big amount also. अगर बहुत सारे डेटर्स ने पैसा नहीं दिया तो बैड डेट्स का बिग अमाउंट होगा. अगर हमारी किस्मत अच्छी रही तो हमारे पास बैड डेट्स नहीं आएंगे. हाँ, बैड डेट्स क्यों अकर हो जाते हैं? जिसको हमने उधार पे सामान दिया था वो इंसॉल्वेंट हो गया, उसके सारे पैसे ख़त्म हो गए. उसने बैंक से लोन लिया था, कुछ भी पैसा नहीं पे कर पाया, हमें भी पैसा नहीं पे कर पाया. दैट इज़ हाउ ही टर्न्ड आउट टू बी अ बैड डेट फॉर अस. ओके, बैड डेटर फॉर अस. ओके, Fine. Balance sheet, a statement showing assets and liabilities. A statement showing ASSETS, assets and liabilities of a business is called a balance sheet. A statement showing assets and liabilities of a business is called a balance sheet. It shows the true financial position of a business. It shows a true financial position of a business. So basically we create a table of two columns. Left side is called the liability side and right side is the asset side. In the liability section, you can write the capital of the owners, you can write the creditors, you can write the loans of the business, and on the right side, you will write all the assets. Assets include fixed asset and current assets. You can write goodwill also, and yes,
Ma'am, what is after this called a balance sheet?
it's called a balance sheet. It shows the correct financial position of the business. Okay, so it has two sides, liability side and asset side. Liability side shows all the liabilities of the business and asset side shows all the assets which the business possesses. This much is enough for now. When we'll talk about the balance sheet, how to make it, then you'll get to know a lot of details about it. Book value. What is book value? Book value means, for example, in the balance sheet, on the asset side, you will write any asset. Name any fixed asset.
Machinery.
Machinery, plant, furniture, okay, office equipments, building, premises, fine. All these appear at a certain value. Building is how much? 50 lakh rupees. Plant is how much? 8,50,000 rupees. Furniture is how much? 80,000 rupees. So this value, ये वैल्यू जो फर्नीचर कितने अमाउंट का है, बिल्डिंग कितने अमाउंट की है, जो हम बैलेंस शीट में लिखते हैं, दिस इज कॉल्ड द बुक वैल्यू ऑफ दैट फिक्स्ड असेट. सो राइट डाउन बुक वैल्यू, द वैल्यू एट विच any item appears in the book of account, in the bracket, in the balance sheet. The amount with which any item appears in the book of account or bracket में in the balance sheet is called the book value. Now debtors की भी book value हो सकती है, creditors की भी book value हो सकती है, फर्नीचर की भी बुक वैल्यू हो सकती है, लोन्स की भी बुक वैल्यू हो सकती है. सो बुक वैल्यू मीन्स द अमाउंट विच इज रिकॉर्डेड इन द बुक्स. फर्नीचर, हाउ मच इट इज फॉर. क्रेडिटर्स, हाउ मच. द वैल्यू विच अपीयर्स इन द बुक्स ऑफ अकाउंट. The value at which any item appears. Item means items of the liability side and items of the asset side. The value at which any item appears in the books of account is called its book value. लिखित में उसकी वैल्यू कितनी है. हो सकता है उस बिल्डिंग को जब आप सेल ऑफ करें, जस्ट नाउ आई टोल्ड यू बिल्डिंग 50 लाख रुपीस की है, बुक्स में हमने लिख रखा है. हो सकता है जब हम उसको सेल ऑफ करें वो 50 लाख रुपीस से ज़्यादा की हो या 50 लाख रुपीस से कम की हो. So book value is just the amount which we have derived from accounting. It is possible that the actual value can be different from the book value. Okay. Next point. Cost of goods sold. Cost of goods sold. Quickly write down. Children, the time is up, I suppose. Cost of goods sold. Jaldi se likh lo. What is cost of goods sold? Just write down the formula. Opening stock of the year. Opening stock of the year plus purchases during the year. Plus purchases during the year minus closing stock of the year is the cost of goods sold. जो भी सामान हमने सेल किया है उसकी सेलिंग प्राइस तो सेल्स होती है, उसकी वैल्यू कितनी है वो कितने का था, दैट इज द cost of goods sold. The next few points include credit and debit. I had already told you in the first chapter when we discussed the double entry system, there are two aspects to any transaction, credit side and debit side. Remember? Credit and debit?
Yes, ma'am.
It is the same, please read it out. Depreciation. When you continue to use a car, can you sell it at the same price you have purchased it? No, no. It has to be sold at a little lesser cost. हाँ, it will depreciate. So जो book value में या cost of purchase में reduction होता है due to use, due to the assets becoming old, that is called as depreciation. So what is depreciation? The reduction made in the value due to usage. The reduction made in the value of assets due to usage, 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 is called depreciation. It is an expense for the business. It is an expense for the business. Then entity you already know. हाँ ऐश्वर्या.
Ma'am, what is after due to assets?
नहीं, due to usage. The reduction made in the value of assets due to usage, 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 is called depreciation. For example, a car purchased for 10 lakh rupees is now of rupees 8,50,000. Where is this 1,50,000 gone? This 1,50,000 is the depreciation which is implied on the car. A few more points include entity, a separate business entity. Then entry, they are talking about a transaction or a journal entry. This is an entry. Who is an insolvent? Somebody who is incapable to pay off his debts is called an insolvent. जिसके पास अपने loans चुकाने का पैसा नहीं बचता है, he is called an insolvent. Who is a proprietor? The owner is called the proprietor. I have already told you the owner of the business is also called the proprietor. The next one is rebate. We have already discussed what is rebate. The goods being of poor quality, they were sold at a lesser cost. So this reduced amount is the rebate. And the last one is solvent. Who is a solvent? Who is capable to pay off his debts. Please read it out. In the next accounts class, we are going to discuss only the problems. Okay.